Hi, I'm Gerardo. I'm here with the Mass readings for Monday, November 13th, 2017. Today we celebrate the memorial of St. Francis Xavier Cabrini, Virgin. From the Lectionary 491. The first reading is from the Book of Wisdom, chapter 1, verses 1 through 7. Love justice. You who judged the earth, think of the Lord in goodness and seek him in integrity of heart, because he is found by those who test him not, and he manifests himself to those who do not disbelieve him. For perverse counsels separate a man from God, and his power, put to the proof, rebukes the foolhardy, because into a soul that plots evil, wisdom enters not, nor dwells she in a body under debt of sin. For the Holy Spirit of discipline flees deceit and withdraws from senseless counsels. And when injustice occurs, it is rebuked. For wisdom is a kindly spirit, yet she acquits not the blasphemer of his guilty lips, because God is the witness of his inmost self, and the sure observer of his heart, and the listener to his tongue. For the Spirit of the Lord fills the world, is all-embracing, and knows what man says. The word of the Lord. The Responsorial Psalm. Today's responsorial psalm is Psalm 139. The response is, Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way. Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way. O Lord, you have probed me, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I stand. You understand my thoughts from afar. My journeys and my rest you scrutinize. With all my ways you are familiar. Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know the whole of it. Behind me and before, you hem me in, and rest your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way. Where can I go from your spirit? From your presence, where can I flee? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I sink to the netherworld, you are present there. Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way. If I take the wings of the dawn, if I settle at the farthest limits of the sea, even there your hand shall guide me, and your right hand hold me fast. Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way. Today's Gospel is the Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 17, verses 1 through 6. Jesus said to his disciples, Things that cause sin will inevitably occur, but woe to the one through whom they occur. It would be better for him if a millstone were put around his neck and he'd be thrown into the sea than for him to cause one of these little ones to sin. Be on your guard. If your brother sins, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him. And if he wrongs you 7 times in one day and returns to you 7 times saying, I'm sorry, you should forgive him. And the apostles said to the Lord, Increase our faith. The Lord replied, If you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, you would say to this mulberry tree, Be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it would obey you. The Gospel of the Lord. The Reflection. Today we have 3 separate sayings of Jesus. The first is on the inevitability of scandals. Scandals are those actions or words which literally cause people to trip up and fall. Here, they refer to words or actions which become obstacles, preventing or making it more difficult for people to believe in and accept Christ and the gospel. These things are inevitable, Jesus says, but it is tragic for those who are responsible. It is a terrible thing to come between a person and the call of Christ, to be the effective agent for blocking a person coming to know and love Christ in his way. It would be better for the scandal causer to be thrown into the sea with a millstone around his neck. The little ones can refer either to those who are young and innocent, or those who are frail in their Christian faith. It is not only people in public life who cause scandal, parents, by their ambivalent, two-standard behavior, can tell their children to behave in one way while they themselves act in a totally different way. Catholic parents and others in charge of guidance of children, such as teachers, need to be particularly careful of being stumbling blocks to their children's faith. The second saying is about forgiveness and reconciliation, and it is not unconnected with the question of scandal. If a brother or sister, that is, a fellow Christian, is clearly in the wrong, he should be corrected, and if he clearly repents, then he is to be forgiven. Even if he commits the same offense any number of times and each time expresses sincere sorrow, he is to be forgiven. The third saying is about faith, that is, deep trust in God. The apostles asked Jesus to increase their faith. This may be seen in the context of the warning about scandal and the requirement to forgive indefinitely. He told them that if they had faith the size of a tiny mustard seed, they could order a mulberry tree to be uprooted and transplanted in the sea, and it would happen. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day.